A record 4.5 million people either quit or changed jobs in November. Let's bring in Mike Rowe. He's the dirty jobs guy. Mike, bear with me, please, but I think this might be good news. People are quitting to climb the food chain looking for better wages. Where am I going wrong?
Well, you've always been a glass half full kind of guy, Stuart. I suppose that's one way to look at it, and I think it's probably a fair way to look at it. From my position as a guy who runs a foundation that's focused on debunking stigmas and stereotypes around the skilled trades, I've never seen anything like this. Not a week goes by where my foundation doesn't get a phone call from some association in charge of some industry that's struggling mightily to recruit. Just this month, I've heard from the energy industry, the flooring industry. You just go down the list one after the next. The restaurant industry, the cable and broadband industry, they are all struggling with the same basic problem, and that is how to make a more persuasive case for the opportunities that exist within their industries. And they're all talking to the same group of people who, for whatever reason, have, I think, changed their fundamental relationship with the definition of a good job. So, look, this is not just a conversation between a mismatch of skills, although I think the skills gap is a very real thing. This is a conversation about our workforce and the imbalanced nature of it and the way that that's going to impact every single American who shares my addiction to smooth roads, indoor plumbing, affordable electricity, and so forth.
So tell me, what is the new definition of a good job?
That, interestingly, is one of the few things that we can control. And it is within our individual control to make that very decision. Guidance counselors have to decide, teachers have to decide, parents have to decide. The thing we identify as aspirational will set the stage for virtually everything that follows it. Look, that was the whole point of Dirty Jobs. It was to show the country what very specific vocations look like, and then surprise people with the realities of what you can make on a jelly ball fishing boat, for instance, or putting down an epoxy floor, for instance. And it's also a chance for me, Stuart, to remind people that for every 5 tradespeople that are retiring right now, 2 are replacing them. This is a terrible bit of arithmetic that we have to grapple with. It's just bad math. And it's happening right in front of us.
We have to change the status that we apply to blue-collar jobs. A dirty job,
I think so.
A blue-collar job, it should be regarded as a good job if you do it well, your heart's in it, it's a vocation. We'd have to change the status. We should stop looking down on people who work with their hands. Last word to you.
I couldn't agree more, but we can't do that unless we do the same thing with the definition of a good education. It can't be higher education and everything else is some vocational consolation prize. We need to set the table fairly. We need to explain to kids that working with your hands, learning a skill that's in demand, can still lead to prosperity. My foundation does this every single year. We give away $1 million to kids who want to learn a skill that's in demand, and then we tell their stories. We need to do a better job globally of shining a light on those stories, and your program has done a terrific job of that. So you have my thanks in the coming new year, and my solemn pledge to you to come back whenever you invite me.
Mike Rowe, the best voice in television, the best singing voice in television, and I know that for a fact. We watch you every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, How America Works, only on Fox Business. Mr. Rowe, thank you very much for being here, sir. Always appreciate it.